Here's a fancy can.
Wow, it's a real beauty.
Let's see what's inside and get back to our duty. So forced, it's not the worst, worst,
Ready to dispense judgment!
No target, Commander! Don't tease me! All on your wrist.
it's not No coarse pores, brisk smoke in our guns. With air's proprietary whisker extraction. Pulverized bones means no toothbrush and crunch. We gobble it down and get back to the action.
Prosecuting! Viscerally!
Didn't see you there.
You caught us taking 5 between our 10-hour shifts.
You know, working the assembly line makes for a powerful hunger.
So when we need
Don't just stand your
fancy,
That's 10 of Force-Worst.
that's right. Nothing like an instant, soft-soothing, airport taste of food.
All right. Enough yapping.
Timeless bits.
Back to the factory floor. From snout to tail, it's extruded. From factory vats into my tummy. Who knew taste could taste so yummy? Forced worst, oh forced worst, it's not the worst unless it's forced worst, oh forced worst. Grab a can today. Don't be a shirker.
Don't be a slob.
Grab a can
And get back on the job
with Boar's
Forced worst. It's not the worst unless it's forced worst.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Amplified across the rings of Elysium, from the boardroom to the bottom rung. This is wireless-free Arcadia, official frequency of Auntie's Choice.
Limber up for a motivating lecture, employees. Just because your Auntie Cleo reached the top of the corporate ladder doesn't mean she can't resonate some bottom-rung relatability.
That's one tower recalibrated. And we didn't break anything. Off to an auspicious start.
With an excess of necessary roughness. And like Cosmol, there's more than one way to make a killing. Why, I was just watching the latest bout between the Easy Heel Loafers and the Zero-G Shielders. Restricted zone. I was on the edge of my luxury 60-hide vacation lounger. Not to mention the concession sales. Invasive marketing hucked it out of the arena with their official Auntie's Choice branded Sprat Crisp penalty buckets. Oh, but I digress. Just as in Tossball, we all need to put on our winger face. Go the extra even zone. This is a marathon, not a sprint to get humped in the Wednesday zone. Although it is that too. Sometimes you can't score a body goal without an offsides huck. Play by the rules or play to win. You can't do both. Feeling motivated? Certainly you are. Now, step up to the line of scrummage and let's bludgeon the competition. See you at center field.
Now, upward and onward. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
It's crispy and sweet, perfect for breakfast or an afternoon.
Taking punitive action.
Purple berry crunch, spelled with a K, because it is far more authentic that way. Purple berry crunch is for you and for me, and as always it is parasite free.
To battle! Always find light upon that.
Crispy and sweet, perfect for breakfast or an afternoon treat. Straight from the box or eaten with lunch. There's always time for purple berry crunch. Purple berry crunch, spelled with a K, because it is far more authentic that way. Purple berry crunch is for you and for me, and as always it is parasite free.
Run
I shall reduce them to a slurry.
From the reprocessed runoff of industrial facilities, chemical plants, slaughterhouses, and stockyards. Not only does it save the company a fortune, it's so unnaturally sweet it's almost unbearable.
We believe so much in this delicious cost-cutting measure, we're rushing it to market. Following a modicum of testing, Slurry-Loafs will soon be found in all of our food products.
Auntie's Choice. We put the art in artificial.
What nature made accidentally, we created on purpose.
Fun time. Let us proceed.
Alrighty then. It's well past time for more merry melodies.
I'm yearning and yearning for you. My heart and red.
Mediating lethally.
Every night on my way. bit that I saved for you. I know you'll be mine. Someday perhaps I'll own two. For now I'll take one that's brand new. 'Cause I'm yearning and yearning for you. Although the cost may be high, one day I know you'll be mine.
I shall not stay your execution.
There's nothing I wouldn't do. I've been yearning and yearning for all of
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
You're tuned to Wireless-Free Arcadia.
I fear I must send myself to mental refreshment.
Auntie's choice. Imaginative
None shall stand against us.
when you can thrive.
Here in Auntie's Choice, we've been hearing about the Protectorate's use of mental refreshment, and we have one thing to say. Is that it? No physical refreshment, like the kind you feel from a sip of purple-berry fizzy tea, or from shopping our vast selections of remedies, such as basic and acid. The body is just as important as the mind, and the body needs things like deep-fried cysty bits and mock apple shakes all day, every day. Come see Auntie, dearies. Auntie cares about you just a little bit more.
And now, back to it. This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
Num rum, taste more and feel less. Num rum, no worries, no stress. Num rum, relax with success. Num rum, taste more and feel will help you set sail. Problems fade into the sunset. Numb will help you forget. Word God, you better pepper netting. You need a neck of anesthetic. Numb. No worries, no stress, numb. Relax the success, numb.
Prosecuting!
Recharged for mayhem!
Taking punitive action!
Where it's safe to be barefoot in the sand, while holding a bottle of numb rum tied in your hand. Ain't my friend.
Mediating! Lethally!
This should be no time for your neck. It's numb rum. Taste more and feel less numb rum. No worries, no stress, numb rum. Relax the success, numb rum. Numb rum. Taste more and feel less numb rum. No worries, no stress, numb rum. Relax the success, numb rum. Numb rum.
That was sponsored by Auntie's Choice Office of Munitions and Catering. Time to restock your arsenal? Planning a key business dinner or banquet event? Prosecuting! I consider this song a standout number. Assuming it surely will as well.
That's you and there's no doubt. Yes, sir. Won't keep you down and out. We say sweet success can be the best revenge. Raise your spirits high with your confidence. You know you're shooting to the top. You show that you cannot be stopped. So take your shot, don't blow it. Throw back a shot and throw it. Here is a
Wrist weapon prime!
I shall. Your bits that it's best that you would
Runaway gumption. Featuring product
Underlings, your anti-Cleo needs to spark some combustion under a few listless posteriors. Listen in dreadful anticipation to my latest demotions report, starting with Asta Fiskwich, senior copywriter in invasive marketing, whose sloganeering was a bit too Tau-Ceti for the vibrant Arcadian market. You've gone stale, Asta. We can't exactly skip drive you back home, so you're demoted to Assistant VP of Vending Stock. Let's see if you can keep the Sprat crisps fresher than your advertising copy. Next, Russell Crocker in Morale Management. Dress codes for everyone's benefit, Russ. No shoes, no smock, no whole-side office with an Elysium view. Wear something nice and solvent-proof for your new role as Executive Drainage Manager in Recreant Reclamations and Artificial Additives. Remember, dress for the job you have, Russ. And just to show there's no position too microscopic for Auntie's management, I'd like to highlight Assistant Waste Disposal Officer Potter Flanderbilt for a job not well done. The only airlocks fit for trash disposal are those far from my office.
to battle!
Now you're the assistant to the assistant. That's enough negative reinforcement. Everybody do your jobs like your CEO is watching over your shoulder, because I probably am. Bye now.
Now, on to other things. Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
We've got your candy.
That's tobacco.
Come taste this candy.
That's tobacco.
If you
Unfriendly company. They're mine.
That's tobacco. That's
It
tobacco.
holds like them bothers you. Don't worry, you can chew it too.
Recommencing hostilities!
Here on Prater is uniquely special.
Overseen by head refreshers. To get your candy.
That's tobacco.
Be a rule.
Smoke our tobacco.
It's what you
Contact lost!
got to do.
Honest to goodness broadcasting for straight shooters across Arcadia. This is Wireless Free Arcadia. When we here at Wireless Free Arcadia make on-air misstatements, we own up to it sometimes. Like right now, in this batch of corrections. In last Sunday's weekend P&L report for the previous Saturday, we inadvertently misquoted a junior VP of conveyor sprocket lubrication and maintenance, blaming a belt drive starboard wing factory mishap for a 2% drop in daily space rivet production. Correction. The decline was only 1.8% and wholly due to human error. Moving on. Recent report on the new Sprats Up condiment substitute currently rolling out in test markets claimed the product has a might-tangy 110% real Sprat flavor. Correction, Sprats Up actually contains real Sprat flavorings. Still a might-tangy though, that part's 110% correct. Okay, enough corrections. So we made a
Recharged for mayhem!
Keep harping on them for law's sake. Now, on to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their development. Swiftly.
Aggressor at hand.
The other day, I stumbled into the...
I'm a commander, hang for the friend!
Unlucrative bureaucracy. I saw my opportunity and I took it. I said, Auntie, a moment of your time. Have you looked for a bottom runger who's lost? I tried my best to urge her because I rose before the merger. How do I find the best, you know? And this is what she said to me.
The old corporate thinking will only leave you sinking. Listen, child, and take it straight from me. This term, self-betterment, makes you 110% everything you'd ever hope to be.
She said, be the you that you would be if you were any better. Get up and go. You get up and go get her. Choose pediments or impediments. Improve yourself, enhance the whole. Get that raise, advance your role and ignore all toll. Monopolize for price control is our highest goal.
Corporate guidebook, a fresh new can't-lose surefire sales pitch. Now our underlings are grinning and upper rungers are winning. So shortly you and I will all get rich.
Persuade them that a better me liberates society. Sell them on an improved me. It's tantamount to piety.
Now, a catchy pitch for Auntie's products you simply can't live without.
Auntie's Choice Chum Bar is a delicious...
Commander, I'm glad I managed to intercept you before we left. There's something of utmost importance I wish to discuss.
Both animal and vegetable byproducts.
Including but not limited to boar's entrails...
I received a message from a close friend of mine, Virgil. He was my co-protege under the Supreme Arbiter. His message claimed he had information relevant to the Supreme Arbiter's death. He wishes to meet with me at the V.A.L.E.R.I.E on Paradise Island. You asked before, and I did not mention it. But with Virgil's message, I now must warn you. Our greatest suspect in the Supreme Arbiter's murder is the Protectorate's consul. I would gladly give my life for his, without hesitation, and he for mine. We are brothers beyond blood. It has been some time since the two of us last crossed paths, but little shall have changed between us. Of this, I have no doubt. Very good. I hope we shall see him at your earliest convenience. I feel this shall most certainly set our investigation into motion.
Hats off to our workers who lose parts on the job. Progress costs an arm, a leg, or sometimes even more. But that's what your auto doc discounts for. Not so long ago, on a tidally locked moon, some greenhorn tripped a valve in a chemical plant gloom. Brown sludge flooded the plate that manager chanced to take. He didn't survive, but now we've got instant bar slow pay. Accidents.
I want to defeat the Protectorate as much as the next rational sentient being. But I'm not sure it's worth allying with the corporatists. You're quite curious. I'm unsure if you're a mercurial contrarian, corporate stooge, or possess some hidden strategy. They are doggedly persistent, I'll give them that much. Like a breadworm with a pile of manure. May all our travails add to the equation.
One recent fiscal year to kick workers into gear. And he asked for a new stim that keeps minds crystal clear. Test subjects worked all day, but they shit out all their brains. Resenting liftoff laxative, hooray.
Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once.
Hats off to our workers who lose parts on the job. Progress costs an arm, a leg, sometimes even more. But that's what your auto doc discounts for. Or accidents happen, it's part of the job. Hats off to our workers who lose parts on the job. Management regrets your loss, but hey, that's a win. Sometimes getting ahead means giving up a leg.
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the hopes that you will comply with his request and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to sentinels or the consul.
This is Wireless-Free Arcadia, official frequency of Auntie's Choice. Protectorate Bravo.
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not arrive to aid your decision-making.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now, I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
Same here, friend. And how? Okay, back to business.
I'm somewhat embarrassed to acknowledge that, in my haste to see Virgil, I seem to have led us into a trap. Though ironically, it appears Virgil has been caught as well.
This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of the consul's own.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps you may yet live.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you. Both Arbiter Rao and Arbiter Montag were explicitly requested to return to Praetor by the Consul, alongside all other Arbiters some months ago. Refusal without reason is treasonous.
And I'm sure that if we went, we would have been returned whole, neither interrogated nor mentally refreshed. As if your master's nefarious agenda would allow that.
I've no inkling of what you speak. My only master is the Protectorate. My only agenda, the return of peace throughout Arcadia.
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the Consul's summons.
Come now, do you expect me to believe that? Not only are you not in shackles, but you're also still alive. I can't imagine Arbiter Rao would have allowed that willingly.
Yes, we were going to find their stash of contraband Protectorate rations, with all the labels crossed out. Architect preserve us.
I see. It would appear I misjudged this situation after all. I must reinterpret my orders. Accosting you illegally and the subsequent punishment would be mortifying.
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed. We spare him. His master gains another tool to cover up the Supreme Arbiter's death.
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties, after I apprehended you.
This is all clearly a tactic on the Consul's behalf. By sending out his agents, he seeks to deflect suspicion from himself. That is, if our compatriot here speaks true.
What must you think of me, or my fellow Sentinels, that you'd even suggest I'd lie to Arbiters? I'm not the one positing scurrilous accusations about our beloved Consul. But you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation. I cannot speak to its purpose, only that it is strange and worthy of investigation.
Or it is yet another falsity, intended to draw us close before snapping our necks.
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the Consul sends my way, and if there is a minuscule chance that this Sentinel speaks true, we must investigate.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another. If you had not interrupted me, I would have committed a terrible injustice upon my brethren. If I am to be punished for my failing, I will suffer the consequences head high. I will take my leave of the lot of you, and in peace. It is my sincere hope that circumstances are as you claim, lest we be forced to meet again.
I shall follow him out, just to certify he intends to act as he speaks. That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said, though I have my doubts for how long.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth time, Tristan. I just hope the risk is worthwhile.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post. Let us do just that. I regret we've not had more time to talk, Virgil. It has been ages.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your investigation. I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact. Until our paths cross again, my friend. I shall make certain no other puppets of the console yet seek us. On your way.
Crabble doesn't have to be a threat to consume, but eat it before we treat it and you'll end up dead soon. Don't try to make your own Crabble repast. Trust me when I say that it'll be your last. So leave first Crabble to your favorite aunt. It's better once it's passed through her industrial plant. Wild Crabble's fine for a lubricant. If you heard you can't eat them, yup, it's true you can't. Crab witch, consume at your own risk. Crab witch, it tastes almost decent. Crab witch, it's the sandwich you want to eat.
Inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for listening. This is Wireless-Free Arcadia. Auntie's Choice values its employees. You represent a significant investment in human capital. Without you, we would have to hire someone else at current rates and greater expense. So let's proudly show our appreciation by spotlighting our new employee of the fiscal quarter, Desmond Buchanan Milver Street, for his outstanding service on Paradise Island. Milver Street orchestrated a propaganda-driven initiative which, aided by an outsourced contractor, turned potential protectorate belligerents into productive anti-personnel. All without firing a single expensive bullet or risking anti-troops and the expense of their unfortunately contractual medical care. Quite the feel-good corporate interest story. If only Security Commander Babylon Carr had tried such creative tactics with her invasion force. This is why Milver Street is our employee of the fiscal quarter and she is not. As usual, our quarterly winner receives a Galaxy's Greatest Auntie executive mug personalized with their employee number. Non-transferable conditions and terms apply.
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. What? This security measures should not be operational. The station seems to be on reserve power.
Spread crisps, go stuff some in your chewer. Who would guess that this is
Best trend.
survive when it's squashed right at 405 degrees.
Well, no one is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. We'd best first report to security ops. It seems our intelligence was correct. There's clearly a door here, and I would hazard that we'll be able to open it somewhere on station. We should make sure the station is at full power. If there's an override, that's the only way it will work. Let us go. I feel a strange sense of nostalgia being here, and I do not enjoy it. Is that a footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here.
She's just the best choice.
Yeah.
It's Auntie's choice.
Broadcasting only the most profitable news, music, and honest product endorsements. This is Wireless-Free Arcadia, the voice of Auntie's Choice.
Many of you are wondering, what is Auntie's Choice? It's quite simple, really.
Auntie's Choice is a lawful entity formed under the legally binding Global Corporate Treaty of Versailles. Capable of entering into contract...
My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be a creative endeavor.
See? It's quite simple. Now, why don't you get to it?
And now, back to it. This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from deserving.
Good effort lifting the lock.
Sleep tight with sweet dreams. You're gonna be unconscious via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. But we probably ought to tell you there's a side element or two.
Apoplexy, whooping fits, childhood gout, adult rickets, dysentery, swing, bloody flux, decrepitude, night terrors, mania, day terrors, melancholia.
Tight with sweet dreams. You're gonna be unconscious via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. Interlude, additional ailments include
Inflammation, night sweats, flatulence.
The reactor activation circuits shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look. Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a sprat gnaw on this? Sweet sovereign, what a mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts. Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more.
Press ready if you need it.
I cannot say I have had to search for a hidden switch in a protectorate holding before. Keep watch. It could be rather small and well hidden. I think I've spotted it. Look there at the valve beside the sickly yellow pipe. There behind the room's main pillar. There. I'm certain.
Passcode is limber. No. Let's try amulet. No. Wingtip. No. Sovereign's gavel. I should remember this. Damn it. Ambergris can't be it. That's too short for a facility like this. Wait. Oh, no.
Of the strategies of feigning innocence I have seen, this is certainly the most pathetic. I accuse you of trespassing upon the private domain of the Sovereign. For these crimes... Wait, I know you. Luther Okada? What in blazes are you doing here? And why do you wear a Sub Rosa uniform?
Because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I'm not supposed to, but also because I can't remember.
Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often. Sometimes Virgil let him go, but he usually went to mental refreshment.
Often enough to know the technicians by name. Until I forgot them again.
This truly is no ploy. But mental refreshment is supposed to return wayward subjects to the proper path, not cause whatever this is. Despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute him. That's a wise path. One that shall give me time to contemplate what must be done.
An arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds, yet I remain alive? Didn't think that was possible. He and the other one must have put me away close to 12 times each. I used to be something of a ne'er-do-well.
Ne'er-do-well is a polite term. He was a repeat malefactor. I believe last time we met, he'd vandalized a janitorial automech in an attempt to make it spew profanity.
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it, you may be right. Whoever hired him must not have known about his addled mind. They were moving quickly, desperately.
I didn't used to be like this. I can still sneak with the best of them. Not being able to remember doesn't make me any worse as an agent. It doesn't.
Any of my fellow arbiters would have killed you before this conversation began. But I can't decide whether to disdain or pity you.
I was sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me conniptions. I don't have a choice. Do you think I like having these holes in my memory? There's nothing I can do to answer you.
I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not. My duty dictates it. Killing Okada may not affect the one who hired him, but his trespass is an indelible fact. He should not be here. It is no mere technicality. It is law. How can I be trusted to maintain my role if I choose to uphold some of the Sovereign's laws while ignoring others? Were the situation different, perhaps I could look the other way. But Okada has clearly defected and is thus not afforded such a luxury. It is fortunate you have gained my trust, or I would not bend to one who had not. Justice must serve a purpose. Okada may live, and I hope we shan't regret it. Be gone. You've been granted your final stay of execution. Should our paths ever cross again, you know what will occur.
I didn't think this would happen. Thank you, Cadet Rao. My apologies for all the strife I caused over the years. And you. Without you, I would have been reduced to my composite parts. Here, take these. I suppose you'll have more use for them than I, in my present state.
Make the most of what you are. Take a ride on that purple
Allowing a Sub Rosa agent to leave with his life in the heart of a... The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal, I believe I know the answer. It is contained in a phrase the Supreme Arbiter drilled into our heads for many years. An Arbiter's gavel is judgment, and an Arbiter's scalpel is analysis. Try entering that.
Say, looking for big fruity flavor and plausible deniability for your own whereabouts? Then take a ride on the Purple Bread Worm with Purple Berry Tequila.
Chemically flavored, nutrient-free, with just a dash of ambidextrine. When you drink Purple Berry Tequila.
It's loaded with additives and preservatives.
From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Arbiter had some sort of business with the Consul. To what end, I wonder? The tone of her response seemed relaxed, but I do not believe she would have met with the Consul unless she had no other choice. And that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the Consul. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa.
When you drink Purple Berry Tequila.
I couldn't imagine the Consul pinning his duties on someone so clearly out of sorts as our recently departed friend. Besides, he has his own agents. Well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I only hope whatever awaits us at Central Control is less tumultuous. As for Okada, I'm not sure what to think. My decision to allow him to go free was at odds with all I have been taught. He was a traitor and should have died. Yet, I cannot help but feel strangely justified. But he was acting against the Protectorate, even if he didn't know it. How can I act as an arbiter of justice if I allow a traitor a reprieve? To me, there cannot be. That is, there isn't. That's not possible, and I cannot afford to think of it as such. Altogether, I think visiting this station was fruitful for my ultimate task. Hopefully, we'll grow ever closer to discovering the Supreme Arbiter's true killer. And, circumstances aside, I appreciate your accompanying me here, Commander. It means much. Now let us return to the incognito and plan out our next steps.
Humanity can't exist on bread and water.
It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there, once you've sufficiently prepared.
Specially designed to be eaten alone at your...
Excellent. I look forward to it.
You need to make it through your day.
Show your supervisor you stay hungry.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
This is for anyone out there who just lost out on a big promotion. Keep your chin up. Next time.
Colin got you down. Well, trust Auntie's.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
You're tuned to Wireless Free.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
You're tuned to Wireless Free Arcadia for merry melodies and prevailing conditions on the battlefield.
Welcome back. We understand you've been a very busy little manty-was. Well, out with it.
Yes, time is bits. Tell us how it went.
A satisfactory effort, my ameliorator. I had hopes your talents would yield a result. Anything else you'd like to report?
There you go. What do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing isn't some rigmarole you can...
It is...
Oh, go ahead.
With pleasure. The archive on Cloister analyzed millions of variables with...
I'm the Auntie wants details on their methodology, a few aspects...
Which is...
See you... Don't let us...
Good luck, my
Product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now. As a
ameliorator. Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic without Auntie's choice.
Respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an early adopter.
I see you decided to accept my invitation. Ordinarily, reception here would detain you in a host. What a shame our negotiations were so violently diverted. In fact, mayhaps we're both overly optimistic, but do whatever you must to earn an... Obviously, you will need... I was also going to suggest improve... Certainly. Wouldn't suffice to say, Auntie...
Pushovers any day of the fiscal week. Even with half our team's 32 backs benched, they forfeit by mid.
The uncomplicated loner. And my terms are quite straightforward.
Embarrassment.
Yes, I am the uncomplicated are never lower.
Let us make our way to Central Control forthwith.
Or your ends just won't quite meet.
Oh, that ridiculously catchy number was sponsored by the Department of Invasive Marketing. Just try to get it out of your head. Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to... buy.
Central Control is open to no visitors. Turn around. Best turn around. Central Control isn't... Wait. Orbit around? What are you doing here? I've heard a great deal regarding your exploits within the Protectorate. And it is all that prevents me from summoning the Guard. I've strict orders to arrest you on sight.
I've no desire to slay you, but if you seek to prevent me from pursuing my duties, I will have no other choice.
Arbiter Rao did not report to the Consul's summons. Consequently, he is wanted for questioning. It is only our difference in rank that stays my hand from attempting arrest. Very well. I shall not sound the alarm. But you are still not permitted to enter this facility either through this entry or any side route. I shall be watching.
Commander, let us speak privately on our next course of action. I sense we close in on something central to... I did not care for that exchange at all. The idea that the Consul would stymie me individually is rather disturbing. Regardless, we do have alternate means of ingress. I seem to recall a number of creatures bypassing the left fence through some upper path we were never able to find. There's also the prisoner entrance on the right. If you're sufficiently dexterous, you may be able to bypass the safeguards to get us in.
Whatever are you? Intruder at Central Control! Battle stations!
Let's go!
Hostile ahead. What's the threat,
Now he's a man with charming smile. Saladin, you bring with impeccable style. The perfect pose. I cannot. To the rescue and family. I never worked for him. Then he can work for you. Let's get you healed. Could be the next Andy's favorite nephew. Goodbye, Lord.
Happy to help. Discreetly.
Oh, you know it well. There's an anti-crowd. Well,
Rat's raring to go. Someone call for a medic. Out of sight and on the way. To the rescue. Sight unseen.
oh, you know it well. Make an anti-crowd. Well, would it that be swell?
Little pick-me-up for you.
Make an anti-crowd. Well, would it that be swell? Make an anti-crowd. Well, would it that be swell?
Commander, you're replenishing my firearm.
Say, planting corollary in my invasive species fish paste.
You are rugged. Voices screaming in your head not to.
Anybody see him?
Sour, inspired medicine. I feel great.
My thanks and my help.
Everyone knows Celebri's concoctions aren't supposed to taste good. That's how you know it's working.
Nannerfish Restorative Elixir. Additional health benefits, none of the delicious taste. New from Auntie's Choice. Where nature ends, we begin.
Fine, fine. Let us proceed.
This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
Yeah.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Yeah.
You've let yourself slide, feeling down on your luck. Fell off the ladder and you think that you're stuck. The only loser is the shirker who quits. Your problems can be solved if you spend more bits. Try, never settle for less. It's true what they say, money buys happiness. You can sleep later.
Quicker than the gun.
No product testing to do. These cheaper prices for you. Auntie is the best choice.
Just what are they up to?
Feel the benefits of spending more bits. She's just the best choice.
Don't like the sound of that.
I never settle for less. True what they say, money buys happiness. Work extra shifts, you can sleep later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature. Auntie is the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content. Auntie is the best choice. No product testing to do. Cheaper prices for you. Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefits of spending your bits. She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's. It's Auntie's choice. Auntie is the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content. Auntie is the best choice. No product testing to do. Means cheaper prices for you. Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefits of spending your bits. She's just the best choice.
Commander, I'm glad you're just as keen. They're not sure. The folk here don't seem to trust Auntie's choice. Listen, they'll be. We should move on, unless you've got something.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's. It's Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice.
Honest to goodness broadcasting for straight shooters across Arcadia. This is Wireless Free Arcadia. Here's a bulletin that will boost your boardroom confidence. An update on major combat operations across Arcadia. Because when it comes to Auntie's bottom line, war is swell. News from the front lines is nothing but grand. Look no farther than Praetor. Not the most picturesque piece of real estate, but a profitable one by gum. Wasn't so long ago that Praetor was supposedly an impregnable protectorate stronghold. A dank, glow-in-the-dark closet to stack all the skeletons of their repressive society. Now look at it. Our ingenious acquisition forces have transformed the Protectorate's black sites into highlights of our quarterly income report. Factories, chemical plants, unnatural resources, all ours for the exploiting. An incredible return on our troop investment. And while every planetary occupation has its hazards, Praetors have been minimal. True, one local species of megafauna seems unusually aggressive. Sounds like an ideal candidate for the lab coats and biological weapons to me. Protectorate attempts to reclaim their assets have been repulsed. Easily. Our Praetor facilities are operating at 110%. Put no stock in rumors you may hear to the contrary. Mere water cooler scuttlebutt from disgruntled down-and-outers or jealous lower managers who balked when Auntie first proposed we put boots on that rock. You can always trust wireless-free Arcadia. We're straight shooters, just like our combat forces expanding our market share across the star system. Now, on to other things. This one reminds me of the morning we drove the Protectorate from Fairfield. A good day for personal freedom and fair trade.
Drink it down. Yeah. Drink it up, dip it up, plug it down. It's Fizzos, Fizzos. We love Fizzos, Fizzos Spectrum Vodka.
Smells like paint and agitated dust.
Agitators! Hopped up on sugar, no doubt. Our hearts are fried. I'm thirsty.
There, huh?
All the colors, don't overthink it. Tip it back and drink it. Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, glug it down. It's Fizzos, Fizzos. We love Fizzos, Fizzos Spectrum Vodka. Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, plug it down. Fizzos, we love Fizzos, Fizzos Spectrum Vodka.
Now,
Seems the Consul is not devoted to the idea of training future arbiters. I wish I could say I were surprised.
Division informs it is now offering the Pan-Pharmacon 5 walk-in industrial macrowave. Originally developed for secretive research laboratories for purposes we may only guess at, the Pan-Pharmacon 5 is now available to you, the unremarkable everyday consumer. Step inside and let electromagnetic waves bathe over you, exciting your molecules and curing such ailments as dropsy, sciatica, narcolepsy, rickets, night sweats, and collectivism. Not recommended for longer than 1 second at a time. Not responsible for temporary or permanent damage to eyes, teeth, skin, or general lifespan. Ask your doctor if a walk-in industrial macrowave is right for you.
Well, enough of that, I suppose.
The old quarters are... They have all been removed. I hardly recognize this place.
Hey, you all right?
I'm fine.
Some errant dust merely found its way into my eye.
box or eaten with lunch, there's always time for Purple Berry Crunch. Purple Berry Crunch, spelled with a K, because it is far more authentic that way. Purple Berry Crunch is for you and for me, and as always it is parasite free. Purple Berry Crunch is crispy and sweet, perfect for breakfast or an afternoon treat. Straight from the box or eaten with lunch, there's always time for Purple Berry Crunch. Purple Berry Crunch, spelled with a K, because it is far more authentic that way. Purple Berry Crunch is for you and for me, and as always it is parasite free.
Trouble ahead.
On this episode of Big Game Hunter, we go bird hunting on the Elysium moon of Dorado.
VP of Xenobiological Exploitation. For the past fiscal year, I've been on a profit safari across the Arcadia system, helping everyone from lower management to members of the board tap into each planet's zoological equity. Every episode, I focus on a different species to tell you the risks. Watch out for its tusks! The rewards. You don't see a Raptidon venom sac like that every day. And what brings to the table. Auntie Cleo says the universe is full of things that want to kill you. But what doesn't kill you boosts your net worth. This is Big Game Hunter. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice Liftoff Laxative. And every washroom mission with a successful splashdown. I'm on Dorado, soaking up solar particles in Golden Ridge. Sounds like a million-bit piece of real estate. Too bad all that glitters here is fool's gold. But we're prospecting for a different kind of painter. A creature with 8 legs and 2 venomous injectors. The V.A.L.E.R.I.E.
I believe what we need is on that terminal. I'll see if I can...
be here if I wasn't contractually obligated. But let's cut to the hunt. Here in Golden Ridge, we'll find a varachnid breed encrusted with crystals, which only improves their unsettling appearance in that it helps...
I can find my way in.
Plenty of nastier variations out there. This whole system needs an exterminator.
The terminal's locked, which is no surprise. See if you can...
And tear you apart before you know there...
If you can find some method to bypass its passcode.
You know what? No need to track one of these spiders down. Listeners get the gist. Oh, security team spotted one nearby. Great. So you better have a look.
Did you hear that? I think something may have unlocked.
It's on me! It's a swarm! They're everywhere! Burn!
I think this may unlock the terminal, but the toggle mechanism appears compromised.
Best way to deal with swarms is
Compromised. I shall hold it. You attempt to gain access to the machine.
Don't underestimate traps. Arachnids don't have the grip.
You must finish.
Stick with quick loaders. While you're swapping, the spiders might already be on top of you. Nastiest case scenario. Let's just move on to the spoils, shall we? Of Arachnid's only premium part is its sucker. Hideous, but handy in all sorts of crafting recipes.
Consul
Certainly more
Thoreau,
valuable than the
I'm
heart.
sure you're surprised to be
Having 10
receiving
spread
this
hides will
message,
get you a cup
and
of
thus
dehydrated
I can
water.
assume you already know my intent.
Time to
Even
blast off this
considering
bug-infested
aligning myself
rock.
against the
So with
sovereign is
that,
like sticking
I
my
raise
hand
a
in
glass of
boiling
Spectrum
oil.
Red
Yet my dead
and
charges
bid you
spur me
bottoms
forward.
up to your bottom
10
line.
scores of Arcadia's finest, at least 10 scores, died in defense of Golden Ridge. And does the region lie in our control?
Next up, something
No.
else.
We
Alrighty
fled
then,
like
it's well
sprats,
past time
all
for
at
more
V.A.L.E.R.I.E's
merry
behest.
melodies.
I shall lower myself to work with you,
presents
Consul.
our top
I
requested
will help
marketing
you
melody,
uphold your
Burst
plan to
Rockets
both
by the Herschel
in
sisters.
places. How long have you been standing there? What did you hear?
I cannot believe what I heard. I cannot. Yes, I'm fine, because I think I understand what was actually happening. My mentor hated the consul and was deeply devoted to the sovereign. She'd never speak thus, unless she was trying to lure the consul into a trap.
Rao, you really ought to have a sit-down. Were this anyone except your mentor, you'd see this for what it is.
What I'm proposing is eminently plausible. It may be beyond you to see her machinations, but it's obvious to me that this was merely an intricate play. It's all that makes sense. It's not obvious to me. You didn't know her. Wait, do you hear that?
Arbiter Rao, I finally got you. Submit quietly to the Protectorate's justice for your manifold transgressions.
Are you insane? Who are you? And on whose authority do you claim to judge me?
My name is Junior Arbiter Mayhall, and I operate on Arbiter Mandate, as you did once. Now, no questions. This is already going to be difficult enough.
It's logical. The Sentinels have all but taken over central control. It stands to reason the few Arbiters still trained here would only be Sentinels in armored regalia.
I cannot deny that central control has changed, but... What am I saying? I need not defend myself from the likes of you.
Enough! This has been an unpleasant day and my patience is gone. Your accusations are baseless, and accosting a higher-ranked Arbiter is grounds for arbitration.
They're far from baseless. You stand accused of abandoning your post, of infiltrating Protectorate facilities with opaque aims, and of hampering the Protectorate war effort. There's no discussion to be had with criminals. I needed to see firsthand that Arbiter Rao had abandoned his station. He has, and must meet my judgment.
These accusations of yours are slander. If you believe false bravado shall save you from my wrath, you're sorely mistaken. At Oculus, and again at the Vox, you showed me that the law may be interpreted. Clemency can be granted where before it would be unthinkable. Here my sense of duty clamors to be answered. But as much as it surprises me to admit it, I think you're correct. To this recruit, I've diverged from the path of righteousness. Slaying her for sincerely trying to do what is right would be a farce of justice. I would not. But I know the reality of swaying an arbiter from their chosen path. It's likely this situation may devolve into violence regardless.
What is this insanity? I would never imagine an arbiter balking from their chosen course. I had hoped Arbiter Rao would come to his senses, but obviously to no avail. I may not wish to judge him. I may not understand what has come over him. It is of no consequence. His crimes against the Protectorate are all that matters.
Makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
He was simply doing his duty, just as you or I must every day. Killing him would have been wrong, even though attempting to arrest me was a criminal act.
That's even worse than I thought. You chose not to do your duty, and expect telling me so would soften my decision to judge you?
The Supreme Arbiter taught me to follow my own sense of justice. And I have. Use your mind. Think about what I did. What you intend to do. Is this moral? Is this right?
But it is of no consequence. That is, I must... Architect's mercy. I'm just not sure.
We don't know that for certain, but to an onlooker, without our knowledge, it could seem that way. And such presumed traitorousness would be very confusing.
Even the Supreme Arbiter has struggled with this? That doesn't seem possible. But I suppose there's no way to ask her now. I shall trust your words. Consider my hand stayed. I can see that judging Tristan would only rob the Protectorate of another of its servants. It seems I must reflect on this matter.
It would appear we're in agreement. Neither of us shall raise a hand against the other. I'm pleased.
Yeah, I bet he is. Just remind him that abstaining from violence ain't the same as chocolates and flowers.
So, what course of action do we take now?
It's important for an arbiter to use their forebrain. Next time you encounter something as strange as a loyal arbiter diverging from the path of righteousness, investigate. You may find more questions than answers. But deciphering them and interpreting justice as best we can is how we might serve Arcadia.
Uphold justice in my way. I'll attempt to remember that, Arbiter Rao. Thank you.
Glory to the Protectorate, Junior Arbiter. Make me proud. I'm pleased we were able to resolve that altercation peaceably. Robbing Arcadia of an enthusiastic recruit would have given me little joy.
Huh. You beginning to wean yourself off of eating the shoe polish? This is a good turn, Rao.
You know, I'd even venture to say she reminded me just a little of myself as a lad. All this excitement did not make me forget the confession on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I have to bring it to Virgil. Together, we can discover exactly what transpired. Have you lived all your life within the Protectorate? No. What do you know about what makes an arbiter? I refuse to question the Supreme Arbiter, just as I refuse to cast every belief I hold dear into the mud. Push me no more. Virgil will know what to make of this. Together we'll figure out what to do. I'll message him when we return to the ship. Hopefully he shall respond. Quickly.
With a little proactivity and possibly some outsourcing, we can do it again. Taking Spyreton is just one step in the process. Participation is mandatory. Now, on to other things. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
The following is a special selection from Auntie the Musical, the all-singing dramatization of...
She's just the best choice.
Once we find Virgil, he and I shall unravel what occurred with the Supreme Arbiter.
Music and honest product endorsements. This is Wireless-Free Arcadia, the voice of Auntie's choice. You may have heard that Auntie knows better than nature. Auntie offers over 1,000 different products in over 100 different brands.
Nature offers disease, predation, pestilence, and nasty little biting insects.
What does nature know? Auntie knows best. Choose Auntie's choice. Now, upward and onward. This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly through talent or guile.
Inez's grafts are up. It appears not that it bothers me.
We've got your candy.
That's tobacco.
Come taste this candy.
That's tobacco.
If you started young, it's twice the fun. We're talking candy.
That's tobacco.
You love a candy.
That's tobacco.
If all that cotton bothers you. Don't worry, you can chew it too.
Commander, I have news. I finally heard back from Virgil. His message was suitably vague. I suspect he fears the Consul's eyes scanning his message, but I believe it to refer to the Arbiter training facility located on Paradise Island. Bringing our findings to Virgil will hopefully allow us to deduce something from all that we found. I only hope it dispels some of the muddiness we've encountered so far. Further complications would be most disagreeable.